YouTube, what's going on? This is JT Black in my garage time. Black in my garage time. Black in my garage time. What's up, everybody? This is JT. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all had a good weekend. Um, Weekend ended way too quick, didn't it? So, real quick, this video is to respond to a community question that Jason put out there earlier today. He posted a video, about this podcast that he listened to, and they brought a subject up um, about, how does this hobby help you? So, anyway, there was a question in there that I want to respond to. So the question was, how does this hobby help or affect your mental health? So, as some of you know, I've only been building. This is probably a little bit over a year now. I got into this. None of this was intentionally. I'm gonna tell you that now. I simply just wanted to build a model of my favorite car, which was the Oldsmobile 442, the '85. That's all I wanted to do. I bought one kit and the stuff to do it with, and that was it. Now, um, and it just went from there. That's. I'm gonna just leave it at that. It went from there. Um, I figured I had bought the stuff to do it. So why did I try to build me another car that I like? And it went from there. And I later on found out that it's something that I love doing. I've always been into cars. I've always been into, model cars, but not just actually building them, painting them, and, putting them together. I didn't get that far in it, but um, um, so I found out that I like doing it. It's relaxing. I have fun doing it, especially, um, fixing them up, getting the ideas in my head and fixing it the exact way that I picture it. How would it be if I actually had this car sitting in my driveway? Um, Another thing is it's satisfying. I can't afford to buy every last one of the car I like and fix it up. I'm not gonna do it. So this is another way I do it. So real quick on this story. So back in 2014, I was injured on my job. I was working for a manufacturing company. I had been in the oil field industry about, I want to say about 12 years. I was doing non-destructive testing, and I switched from that to quality control inspection. And I was on the job 3 months, and the day I got injured was the day I actually took off, but I went in to make some extra money, and this was on a Saturday. So I walked into the office and turned some paperwork in, and on my way back out, I was walking in the safety zone. So on my way back out, I crossed the main. It was inside the manufacturing company, so I crossed the main lane. I'm gonna just say it like that into the other part of the safety zone. So I'm walking back to my machine, and suddenly I felt heat on my left shoulder. And after I felt heat on my left shoulder, then I felt something on my foot, and then down to the floor I went. So what happened was I got back out of a stall, and he backed directly onto my foot, and it caught my foot and it ripped my heel almost completely off. So they had to take they had to take some stuff out my arm, some tissue, muscles, and stuff like that out of my arm, uh, out of this arm here. That scar is what that scar is from. You barely can see it, but it's a scar, a long scar. But anyway, so they took muscle and tissue and stuff about there, and they had to put it behind my foot, to rebuild my heel. I had about 20 some surgeries. I did about um, 28 days in the hospital. I did another 8 weeks in rehab, I believe. Um, but the guy that ran over me, he was supposed to get fired a few days before, because a few days before he had a forklift accident. So they were supposed to fire him, and um, that particular forklift didn't have a buzzer on it. It was an electric forklift for one, and it didn't have a buzzer on it, so I didn't know it was coming toward me. And he should have been blowing the horn or something. He should have been blowing a horn or something to let me know. Hey, excuse me, y'all. To let me know, hey, he's coming. Excuse me. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. Anyway, he's supposed to be blowing the horn or something to let me know he was coming. Like I said, it was an electric forklift, so you know, I didn't, I didn't, I didn't know it was coming, and I had already passed the bay. I was in the safety zone, walking back to my machine. So he come up from behind me. So anyway, that was life challenging. That was life changing, and I always stayed depressed. I stayed emotional, because due to the medications, and my foot would never be the same again. So right now I deal with pain 24/7. This is not exaggerating. It's all the time I deal with pain, and it swells a lot. My foot and my leg, it swells a lot because of all the damaged nerves and tissue and stuff like that. So I'm constantly in pain. So I had got to the point to where I didn't want to go nowhere, because I couldn't wear two shoes. It was depressing. It had me depressed. So now, I got a little better. I have gotten a little better at everything. I'm able to wear, a shoe, but it still hurts. So anyway, it helps me not to focus on pain. Because if I come home, and I'm sitting idle, I'm hurting. I'm thinking about it. So when I'm out here in the garage, I'm doing something I love. So my mind is not on that. So even if I go to work and I still come, I still come out here, and by the time I get finished and get ready to go in the house, it's time to take a shower and go to bed, which is which is fine because I be sleeping, so I go around to sleep. But I come out here because it takes my mind off of the pain. You know, I'm sitting right here now; it hurts, but it takes my mind off. So this hobby has helped me tremendously, um, and it also exercised my brain. It keep my mind exercised. And I just like the ideas that I come up with, and I'll be so ready to put the ideas into play. You know, um, and it's just something I love doing. Now I did not know building model cars. It was so many different things to. I didn't understand how big modeling was. Until I found out about the club, the local model club, and the shows, swap meets. I didn't know that it was. I didn't know that modeling was like it was. And especially the YouTube community. You know, man, everybody in the YouTube in the model community, man, it's unbelievable. Um, it's unbelievable. I've talked to nothing but good people on here. Um, and I just like watching everybody's channel. If I can get to it, I'm going to watch it. And I'm going to comment. So yeah. So the answer to that question is yes. It has helped me mentally for sure. Um, it has helped me, and this is something I like doing. I'm going to continue to keep doing it, and um, once again, it keeps my mind off of the pain that I'm going through, and it just gives me something to do. So yeah, so that's my answer to that question. I will put a link in the description to that video if you guys want to share too as well. Um, but before I let you guys go, because I'm finna shut it down, but before I let you guys go, to all who have built this 64 Mustang kit, now I'm confused because uh, in the instructions it says put the oil pan on that way, and it has the mount. It has the what do you call it? The hole for the not mounting, but alignment. It has an alignment hole at the back, the way you put it on there, and then also it syncs up with this. Now, that's the way I had the oil pan on there. I think I looked at a few more uh, models that I had, and the oil pan was turned the other way. I believe. I look. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, so the oil pan, you see, that's closer toward the transmission. It wasn't to the front. I haven't paid attention to other. I looked at that when I looked at the truck, and both of them are the same. So the problem I have is the front of that oil pan sits on this, and it won't. The tie rod is, and it won't let the engine drop all the way down like it's supposed to. So I don't know what's the deal with that. I don't know if I don't know if I couldn't have put that on wrong because those had alignment holes too as well. So let me just take a look just to be sure. But I know it had. Let's see. Well, y'all, I just realized it. I just realized it, y'all. That's why I have that on wrong. So wow, how did I do that? How did I do that? How did I do that? Mm, mm, mm. Wow. Okay, y'all. So I done figured it out. I done figured it out. So I guess I did have it on right. So I'll place it back on and I'll come back out here tomorrow and flip that around. So I feel like a complete idiot right now. But that's what it's all about. Making mistakes, fixing it, that's what it's all about. So all right, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Once again, I hope you guys had a good weekend and uh y'all take it in so y'all can take y'all tails to work tomorrow. I'm off. So all right, y'all, that's it. That's all. I'm out.